Relive tayo kasi ito yung hindi ko yung ilang beses tayo na RR the visibility restriction. Tapos hindi ko pa na-record. So, tayo? Ulitin natin. Okay? Yan. Good evening as well. Okay, ayun na naman. Ano ba yan? Di pa tayo nag-i-start na na naman? Ang nangyayari pag ako nainis kay TikTok, mag-ano na lang talaga ako. Mag-zoom na lang talaga tayo all the time. Yan. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung problema niya. Yan, paano naman, pa-share naman yung ating or pa-tap-tap yung ating live. Yan, para maano. Okay, so feature ko lang muna yung mga hindi pa tapos yung mga ganito ko. Yan, but i-feature ko lang yung si Sir Darwin, yan. So, ang hirap ng soksay ngayon. Pero tingnan nyo naman, alright? And then si Sir Kent J. Alcomendras, yan, top 9 siya sa secondary. Yan, so feature ko sila. Okay, so 1 minute muna. Yan. Okay, meron bang tao? Tingnan ko muna kung may tao sa Zoom. Ha? Kasi may mga hindi daw maka-access sa TikTok sa abroad. Yon, so kailangan nating ano, kailangan nating mag-ano. Mhm, 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 mhm. Free lang po talaga for social studies. Sorry po ma'am, nakamute pa po kayo sa akin kanina. Free lang po ito. Naririnig niyo po ba ako Sir Mateo dyan sa Zoom? Can you hear me? Yan, naman. Naririnig niyo po ako dyan? Meet pa kayo dyan. Okay. All right, so let's start. Okay. So, once again, okay. Yes, may free po tayo. Nagpapa-free po ako kasi ang weekly, okay, is 40 points yung ating quiz sa social science majorship. Yan. Pero, sinishare ko po yung 15 points doon. Yan. So, not really, fully free. Okay, but 15 points, it's free. Okay, pero pag po kayo sa akin, naka-enroll po kayo sa Soksai, it's just 299 and then you can get all the perks there like PDF, yung mga ganun, yung quiz, yung mga ganun. Okay, and then kasama na rin po syempre yung kung ano po yung libre sa ating Gen Ed. Yan. Okay? Alright, so let's start. Ayan, so once again, this is Gurography. It's a free lit review hub kasi nga free yung daily mock boards, free din yung ating um, live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Yan. 299 na all na po ba yan? Yes. Yes, kasi free naman po talaga yung ating Gen Ed, yung daily mock boards yan. Naka-enroll man kayo sa akin or hindi. So free pa rin po yan. Okay? Yan. Okay, so ito, ang hirap ng ating soksay, okay, proven dun sa rate ni Sir Darwin, yan, pero it's still worth featuring, okay, so tignan naman, okay, so, ito namang si Sir Ken, top 9 siya sa secondary, general science siya, okay, ito naman, si top 4 and top 5, ayan, si Sir Ivan M. Bautista, at saka ang top 5 natin si Ma'am Rosana, okay, BED po sila, alright. Okay, so let's start. Let's start. Pero ito pang discussion nyo, open po sa lahat, like free po. Yes, yes. Yung Tuesdays and Thursdays, free po talaga yon. Gen Ed po yon and Prof Ed. Okay? Alright. And yung mga pwede nyo i-access, free din po yung ating YouTube. Okay? Pwede nyo pong i-access yung mga andon. Okay? Free din po yon. Alright. Okay, so Prof Ed tayo. Number 1. Which types of play is most characteristic of a 4 to 6 year old child? A. Solitary and onlooker plays. B. Associative and cooperative plays. C. Associative and onlooker plays. And D. Cooperative and solitary plays. Okay, so again, number 1, which type of play is most characteristic of a 4 to 6 year old child? A. Solitary play and onlooker play. Sorry. B. Associative and cooperative plays. C. Associative and onlooker plays. And D. cooperative, and solitary plays. Ilagay niyo po yung number. Okay? Yan, ilagay niyo po yung number. Yan, so tignan niyo kahit papaano magkaroon kayo ng idea kasi 4 to 6 years old. Sa bagay kung hindi niyo pa ano yung mga place na yan. Okay, so if hindi pa, then you can just try. Okay, so you put the number. Yan, ay nako, nakakainis. Puro na lang tayo restriction. Pag ako nainis talaga, iiwanan ko tong TikTok. Char. Sige po, lagay niyo po yung sagot niyo. Number one, kitang-kita niyo po. Thank you for sharing the live. Okay, one. B, sabi niya. Okay. Alright. Tuwing kailan po ma'am discussion niyo ng social science majorship? Saturdays po. Saturday ng 9 o'clock. Alright. Okay, BBB. Alright, so let's see. Yes. So the answer there is associative and cooperative plays. Okay, so pero feeling ko pa rin naman kahit hindi nyo na-encounter to is by defining, okay? Very easy naman yung mga words dyan, di ba? Okay, but let's explain. Alright. So usually, ang hinahanap dyan is not by age eh. Okay, so let's explain. Pag unoccupied play, yan. So, birth to 3 months. Unoccupied, di ba? Ang meaning na unoccupied is parang wala lang, di ba? Parang ginagalaw-galaw mo lang yung sarili mo o kung ano-ano, yung mga ganun. So, ganun po yung unoccupied. Okay, so wala siyang focus. Which you can see that sa babies na from birth to 3 months. Yan yung rattle lang nila yung rattlers nila, yung mga ganon, okay? Solitary, alam naman natin yung solitary, okay? Mag-isa ka, okay? Yan. So this is 3 months to 2.5 years, okay? So mag-isa niya, okay? Wala siyang yun talaga yung gusto niya. Alam niyo yun? Parang how do you call that? Wala siyang interest to play with others. Okay. Okay, so 3, onlooker, play onlooker. Okay, so tumitingin lang siya. Okay, so child watches other play other plays, but does not join. Yan. Okay. Parallel, okay? So, di ba ang parallel lines, they don't meet. Okay? So, ganun din yon. So, the children play. Okay? Naglalaro sila na magkakalapit. Okay? Pero hindi sila nagkakaroon ng ng parang isang goal. Okay? Yan. Wala silang no shared goal. Ayan, okay? Associative play, okay? So, they interact. Okay, yan, nag-uusap na sila, ganyan. Uy, gumagawa ako ng alimbaw, Play-Doh. Naalala ko kasi yung mga estudyante ko na mga kindergarten. Yung naglalaro sila ng Play-Doh or blocks. Tapos, uy, gumagawa ako ng house. Tapos, ay ako din gumagawa ako ng ganito. Okay? Pero wala pa rin silang shared goals. Okay? In comparison dun sa cooperative play, okay, na meron na silang shared goals. So, for example, naglalaro sila ng blocks. Tapos, gumagawa sila ng bahay. Yan, tulong-tulong sila doon. Okay, so that is cooperative play. Good eve, Coach LPT at top notcher na po ako. Thank you so much sa lahat. Uy, totoo ba? Paano naman ako? Pa-PM naman ako, please. I want to feature you. Yan. So, na-feature ko po yung mga top notchers natin na nag-message din sa akin. So, kaka-feature ko dito sa ating PPT. So, please, please message me, please. Para ma-feature din po kita. Yan. Actually, marami ding mga high raters pero wala pa akong time mag-feature. Okay? Thank you po. Thank you, Race. Please message me ha. Okay. Ito, number 2. Alright. Ito pala ha, banggitin ko lang, dun sa different kinds of plays, okay, hindi ibig sabihin na habang at nagro-grow yung bata is dapat na-outgrow niya yung kind of play. For example, yung unoccupied play. Hindi ibig sabihin na pag 6 years old na siya, hindi na siya nag-unoccupied play. Okay? Hindi siya stages, kumbaga. Okay? Those are just kinds of plays. Yan. Kasi malala ko, yung anak ko nung 6 years old siya, nagso-solitary play pa rin siya eh. Okay. Paano po mag-enroll sa inyo, ma'am? Message lang po kayo, okay? Kasi may ano po tayo, may dalawa po tayong o programs. Okay, SOCSA at saka GenEd. Pero yung daily Macboards, free po yun. At saka live lectures natin, free po yun. Message lang po kayo. Number two, which of the following questions indicate a norm reference interpretation? A, how does the pupil test performance in our school compare with that of other schools? B, how does a pupil's test performance in reading and mathematics compare? C, what type of remedial work will be most helpful for a slow learning pupil? And D, which pupils have achieved master of computational skills? Okay. Pasensya na po, hindi ko uliting magbasa kasi as in parang sugat yung aking mouth dun sa aking braces. Okay, ang sakit. All right. So, lagi niyong isipin, okay, pag norm, yan, normative, yan. Kasi, yan yung mga words na lumalabas kahit saan, okay? Hindi lang sa test, okay? Yan, alright? So, very good kayo dyan. Sabi ko nga, pag nakita nyo yung word na norm, normative, norm reference, whatever it is, evaluation man yan or test, it is comparison. Okay, that is why the answer there is letter A. Okay, kino-compare yung test performance ng sa isa't isa. Okay, it's either pupils or dun sa school. Kaya mali na agad yung letter C at saka letter D. Okay? Yung letter B naman, andun nga yung performance. Pero sabi niya, performance ng reading at saka mathematics nung iisang bata. So, hindi rin siya norm reference. Okay. Number 3. Which of the following is not true about language acquisition among children? Okay, A. B.F. Skinner proposed that language is learned through operant conditioning. B. Noam Chomsky introduced the concept of language acquisition device. C. Chomsky explains in his model that children acquire language solely through exposure, and the interactionist theory combines nature and nurture. Okay. Yan. So, number 3 na tayo. Kakaloka ang ating live. Paki-follow na rin po ako kasi pag once na nagkaroon ng visibility restriction, mag-iitim pa yung ating screen tapos hindi nyo na ako mahahanap kung hindi kayo naka-follow, please. Alright, so ilagay nyo rin po yung number. Okay, please put the number. Hindi daw totoo. Which of the following is not true? Sabi niya. Okay. All right. So the answer there is, all right, let's reveal. Let's reveal. All right. So the answer there is letter C. Okay. So tandaan nyo yung letter B, lagi ding lumalabas to yung etong Noah Chomsky introduced the concept of LAD. Yes, okay? Pero ang question doon is kung ano yung hindi kasama sa LAD. All right? So kung na-encounter nyo yung tanong ngayon, alam nyo na B is true. Okay, yan. So, ito muna, yung B.F. Skinner proposed that language is learned through operant conditioning. Yes. Okay, tama yon. Ang behaviorist theory when it comes to language is na-develop ng isang tao or isang bata yung language niya through interaction with the environment. Okay, yan. Interactionist theory naman, ito naman yung nagsasabi na yung language ay nag-e-exist kasi kailangan natin sa ating communication at saka interaction. Okay, yung letter C, okay, Chomsky explains in his model that children acquire language solely through exposure. Bakit hindi? Okay, kasi yung LAD na sinasabi ni Chomsky is about meron ng innate na ability yung isang bata, okay? Pagka panganak pa lang niya, nasa biological composition na niya, okay? Or innate sa kanya, okay, na makapag-acquire and produce language. Kaya mali yung sabi niya yung letter C na acquire language solely through exposure. Okay? Parang kabaliktaran yan. All right. Conception. Sabi niya, yes, from conception. Yes, you're right. Okay. Number 4, which is an incorrect practice in test construction? Yan. A, arrange options in alphabetical order when possible. B, use all of the above sparingly. C, when using numbers as options, arrange them in descending order. And D, make sure the correct answer appears randomly among positions. Okay, yan. So sabi niya incorrect, okay, sa paggawa ng test. Okay, so thank you for liking the live. Yan, nakakatulong din po to para maano natin, makontra natin yung ating visibility restriction. Okay, so number 4, ano yung sagot nyo? Number 4. Number 4. What is your answer? Ala, ano na? Wala na bang tao sa ating Zoom para ano? Alright. Number 4? Hala, nawala ba yung aking ano? Alright, letter A, sabi niya. Sabi niya, ano yung hindi dapat na practice sa test construction? Yan. Okay, all right, very good. Yeah, so the answer there is letter C. When using numbers as options, arrange them in descending order. Kaya yung sa A kasi, arrange options in alphabetical order when possible. Totoo naman yun kasi dapat, di ba, A, B, C, D, ganon. Di ba, yung halimbawa sa options ng multiple choice or kahit sa matching type, di ba, dapat A, B, C, D, ganyan. Ano yung mali doon sa letter C? Yan. Sir Jay, thank you for liking the live. Yes, very good. Yes, so sabi ni Sir Jay, when using numbers as options, arrange them in ascending orders. Tama yun. Kahit sa options, like A, dapat mag-start halimbawa, ang sagot mo doon ay numbers or numeric values. Dapat A, 1, B, 5, yung mga ganon. Okay? Para hindi pa maka-confused. Okay, yan. Yung letter B na use all of the above sparingly. Okay, so if you read talaga mga pag mag-research ka, okay, marami talagang, although it's not a rule, okay, na you avoid, okay, yung using that or you use it sparingly, pero mas marami talaga sa mga sa research. Okay, when you research it na try to avoid using yung all of the above, okay? Or none of the above. All right. Etong make sure the correct answers appears randomly among positions. Ibig sabihin, dapat syempre, lalo na pag matching type naman, di ba? Syempre, kailangan naka-shuffle. Okay, number 5. Under the new version of Bloom's taxonomy of cognitive processes, which of the following belongs to the top level? A, applying, B, analyzing, C, evaluating, and D, generating. Okay, so again, under the new version of Bloom's taxonomy of cognitive processes, which of the following belongs to the top level? A, applying, B, analyzing, C, evaluating, and D, generating. Okay, so sabi ko, 'di ba? Nueva Vizcaya, NV. Yan. So yung old is noun. Okay? And then V is verb. So ibig sabihin yung old version ng Bloom's is ginamit doon ay noun, tapos yung new version ginamit doon ay verbs. Yes. And wag niyong kalimutan, magkaiba po yung top doon. All right? Magkaiba po yung top doon. Alright. Okay, sige. Sige nga po, matanong ko lang muna. Doon sa new version, ay sa old version, ano yung pinakamataas doon? Yan. Para ma-identify nyo po. Ano po yung pinakamataas doon? Sa ano? Do you have any idea sa old version? Sa old version? Okay. O characterization is sa ano po 'yan, sa affective po 'yan. Okay? Alright, so ito pa rin to, ito pa rin yung mga to, guys, ang nagamit dun sa old version, pero noun lang siya. Okay, yes. So the answer, yes, evaluation. Tama. Okay, very good. Yes. Evaluation kasi noun nga siya. Nga po siya. Alright? And then, doon sa new version, which is ang hinahanap ngayon doon is creating. Yes, creating. Yeah. So that is why the answer there is generating. Kasi when you are asked to generate something, you are making an original work. Okay, yan. For example, di ba pag sa chat GPT, generate an image of blah blah blah, di ba? So nag-input ka and then the chat GPT will do something na original basing dun sa prompt mo. Okay, yes. Generating or creating. Good job. Number 6. Which of the following forms of punishment is least likely to affect students negatively? A. Verbal reprimand in front of the class. B. Detention after school. C. Loss of recess time. And D. Surprise quiz. Which of the following forms of punishment is least likely to affect students negatively? A. Verbal reprimand in front of the class. B. Detention after school. C. Loss of recess time. And D. Surprise quiz. Nung live ko to, kasi relive ko to kasi hindi na-record, wala pong tumama. If I remember it right. Okay, so tingnan natin kung may tatama. Mhm. Nangyayari. Sir Mateo, andyan ka pa po ba sa Zoom? You can transfer na lang po dito sa sa ano if you want. Alright. A, tapos D. Doon nagkalaban. A and D, A and D, A and D. Okay. Sabi niya, least likely. Okay, so imagine nyo dyan, kung ikaw yung estudyante, okay, do you think verbal reprimand tapos in front of the class pa will not if affect you? Ano po sagot sa number 4? Okay, mamaya po balikan natin. Wait, inom na po ako. Alright. Okay, so the answer there is letter D. Surprise quiz. Kasi pag verbal reprimand in front of the class naman, ay guys, ganun talaga yung boses ko ha. Hindi ko inaano na mali kayo, ganun, okay? In-explain ko lang. Ganun talaga yung boses ko, okay? So yung pag verbal reprimand in front of the class, mapapahiya man yung bata, di ba? So it is not least likely, okay? It is most likely, yan. Detention after school, of course, that's isolation then. Okay, loss of recess time, of course, that's also, nakaka-hurt din sa bata. Okay, and that is why, yay, tama ako sa that is why, ang sagot dyan ay surprise quiz. Kasi, you can even mask that, di ba? Hindi nila ma-feel na punishment yon, di ba? Yan. Okay, so tingnan natin. Ito naman, so meron tayong ayun, okay, may pumasok sa ating Ma'am Husayna, nakaano ka ha? Nakikita ko yung video mo ha? Kasi one time, ano mo yung video mo, ma'am? Alisin mo. Ayun, hindi kasi may isa na hindi niya alam na nakikita ko yung video na, so hindi ko na post yung recorded video agad kasi how do you call that? Ayaw niya pala. Okay, nakikita siya sa video. Kaya remind kita, ma'am. Okay? Okay. So, verbal reprimand in front of the class, detention after school, and loss of recess time are, okay, red ba yan na corporal punishment or blue na non-corporal punishment? Okay lang naman na mag-video kayo. Okay, magpakita kayo sa video. Okay? Pero dapat alam nyo. Kasi baka ipapakover nyo na naman. Ang hirap na trabaho. Alright. Okay, so the answer here is good job kayo dyan and thank you for liking the live yan. So nakakatulong yan. So dumadami na tayo ulit. Of course, yes. So the answer there is blue, non-corporal. Kasi alam pa naman po natin pag corporal, mapanakit yan. Di ba? Yan. So na-corporal punishment ka ng ex mo. Ma'am, nakikita po ba ito sa YouTube? Yes, yes, yes. Free access? Yes po. Yes po. Free access po siya. Okay, ipopost ko po siya. It's either right after, depende po kasi sa aking connection or bukas na siya. Okay? Yan. So, yes, pisikalan yan, di ba? Sampalan, ganun. Ay, sorry. Na-carried away ako. Okay, yan. So, ito yung types of punishment. Maraming siyang types of punishment, pero ito lang yung mga common. Okay? Yan. So, pag positive punishment, alam na natin dun sa reinforcement theory, okay? Operant theory, di ba? So, what I mean to say is positive. Okay, nagdadagdag ka ng something na hindi maganda. Okay? Yan. So, for example, yun nga, verbal reprimand, okay, nabibigay ka ng extra na homework, okay, yung ganyan. You're welcome po, Ma'am Bria. Alright, and negative punishment. Punishment pa rin yan. Okay, so ibig sabihin, negative, may inaalis ka. Okay, pero inalis mo para maging uncomfortable or masaktan yung tao. Kayo na lang isipin nyo. Okay, so ano ba yung aalisin mo? For example, loss of recess time. Yan. Okay? Taking away a privilege. Okay, yung ganyan. Yan yung negative. Corporal punishment, yan, pisikalan na siya to cause pain. Ayan. Okay, hitting, pushing, slapping. Kinaalala ko yung kinukurot kong estudyante ko. Pero paborito ko yun. Okay, so non-corporal punishment, yun naman yung, syempre, yan, hindi ka namimisikal. Okay, so kasama na yan yung positive at saka negative punishment. Alright. Number 7, which motivation theory asserts that an individual's motivation is determined by three beliefs? Ito, marami nagkamali dito. Ito, ito yung tatlo niya na expectancy, okay, which means gusto nilang mag-effort kasi gusto nila magkaroon ng good performance. Okay, instrumentality, which is performance. If you have good performance, you will get reward and balance. Okay, it means you value the reward. A, Maslow's hierarchy of needs ba yan? B, Vroom's expectancy theory. C, reinforcement theory. And D, self-determination theory. Okay, so ilagay nyo po yung number. Okay, lagay nyo pa yung number. Okay, B, C. Ano pa yung iba? C, B. Naglaro lang sa B and C. Okay, thank you for liking the live. Alright, yan. Kasi andun kasi yung reward. Okay, yan din yan din ang nangyari nung last time. Okay, that's why may sumagot dun sa reinforcement theory. Okay, but this is Bloom's expectancy theory. Okay, ito yung tatlo niya. Okay, yan. So explain ko lang ng mabilisan. Okay, so sabi ko nga, ito yung tatlo na beliefs ni Vrooms. Okay, so expectancy. Ano yung expectancy? Ito yung nag-e-effort siya kasi nag-e-expect siya ng good performance. Instrumentality is yung good performance niya, ginagawa niya to have reward. And then yung balance is yung value of the reward. Okay, so explain na natin yung iba. Okay, so reinforcement theory, kaya may sumagot doon kasi doon sa word na reward. 'Di ba? Yan. Pero hanggang dun lang 'yon. I-compare mo dun sa Vrooms na meron siyang motivation, instrumentality, tapos valence. Okay? Yan. Yung Maslow's hierarchy of needs naman, ito yung sinasabi niya na dapat kahit pa paano, 'di ba, may mga levels 'yan, yun sa Maslow's. Ang sinasabi niya doon is ang motivation mo, okay, para you go up the ladder is at least ma-meet mo man lang, hindi man fully meet. Okay, for example, yung physiological needs. Hindi naman kailangan na ma-fully meet mo yun, pero at least kahit papaano, okay, is ma-meet mo yung physiological needs mo bago ka umakyat, okay, sa safety needs, paakyat ng paakyat, okay? Hindi pwede na for example, di ba, oo nga naman, gutom ka, hindi mo na-meet yung physiological needs mo, paano ka pa mag-aspire pataas, okay, ng safety needs? Yun yung ibig niya sabihin. And then, yung self-determination theory, ito yung, more on, not more, it's about intrinsic motivation, okay? So, ginagawa ko to, sabi ng learner, ginagawa ko to kasi ito yung gusto kong mangyari. Gusto ko magkaroon ako ng autonomy. Yan, okay? Gusto ko magkaroon ako ng competence and gusto ko magkaroon ako ng relatedness. Okay, relatedness meaning yung connection. Okay, yan. Janet, Prof. Ed po tayo, Prof. Ed. Number 8. Alright. This is also known as the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013. A, RA 10157, B, RA 10931, C, K-12, and D, RA 9155. Okay, so, kasi nga unit earner ako, guys, so hindi ko din alam dati yung Gen Ed at saka Prof Ed, okay? Pero pag Gen Ed, isipin nyo na lang general knowledge, okay? Usually, mga facts, okay? Mga trivias, Yung mga ganun, okay? And Prof, Ed, syempre, about teaching, chuchua chenes, okay? So, imagine nyo na lang. Alright, so ilagay nyo po yung number, please. Yan. Number 8, ilagay niyo pa yung number. Okay, 8, C, C, C. Alright, C, D, D. Uy, naghati, C and D. Okay, so the answer here is letter C. Okay, letter C, guys. And ito yung lumabas nung June 2025 nung SPLE namin. Okay, lumabas to. Hindi ganito yung pagkatanong pero ito mismo. Alright, ito yung yung concept. Alright, so ito yung mga kailangan nyo din talagang ma-master, okay, yung mga to. Okay, so pag RA 10157, the Kindergarten Education Act. Okay, alam na natin yan, yung pag-add nung naging requirement na yung kindergarten. Kasi nung time ko, hindi pa naman required. Okay? RA 10931, the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Act. Okay, ibig sabihin, free po yung tertiary. Alright, and RA 9155, yan, lumalabas din po to, the Governance of Basic Education Act of 2001. Okay, ibig sabihin, ito yung mga nakalagay, yung framework, okay, kung paano dapat i-run yung ating education. Alright, please put the number, ha? Yan, and you can send it once lang. You can send your answer once lang, okay, para hindi po tayo ma-spam. Number 9, subject matter, activities, evaluation, assignment, sequence of a lesson plan. A, determine the objectives ba yan? B, are determined after objectives. C, are independent of objectives. And D, should be written before objectives. So again, subject matter, activities, evaluation, assignment, sequence of a lesson plan. A, determine the objectives. B, are determined after objectives. C, are independent of objectives. And D, should be written before objectives. Okay, so tignan natin. B, C, alo, A, B, C. Meron bang D? Okay, A, B, C, 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 C. Okay. Alright. So, lagi niyong tatandaan, everything starts with the objectives. Everything. Okay, yan. Kahit 'di ba, paggawa ng TOS, balikan mo yung objective mo. So, of course, pag sa lesson plan, unang-una mong gagawin yung objective. And that is why lahat niyan, okay, susunod lahat niyan, activities mo, evaluation, assignment, sequence, subject matter, dapat nakapattern siya dun sa objectives. And that is why, sabi niya, are determined after objectives. Kasi, doon mo siya ibabase. Okay? Alright. Number 10, a student makes the teachers and his classmates busy and asks everyone to give him special attention. What is the student's hidden message? A, the student wants to be left alone. B, the student wants to challenge authority. C, the students want to feel connected. And D, the student wants to get even by hurting others. Ay, mapanakit. Okay, so again, the student makes the teachers and his classmates busy and asks everyone to give him special attention. Papansin yarn? What is the student's hidden message? A, the student wants to be left alone. B, the student wants to challenge authority. C, the students want to feel connected. And D, the student wants to get even by hurting others. Okay, feeling ko naman, kuhang-kuha nyo na to. And tama talaga yung feeling ko. Okay, ma-feeling talaga akong tao. Yes, ang galing-galing nyo. Yan. So sabi niya, give me a special attention. Okay, ibig sabihin, gusto niya magkaroon ng connection with other people. Okay, kabaliktaran niyang letter A. Okay, ito naman yung letter B, challenge authority. Okay, yan. So, pag gusto mo ng special attention, that is not equivalent to or synonymous to challenge authority. Okay? So, eto. Okay, so yung mga yan, okay, yung mga yan ay Draker's 4 goals of misbehavior. Okay, so ang sinasabi ni Draker's is, yung mga misbehaviors na yan, hindi yan ginagawa ng bata dahil sadyang, ayokong gamitin yung masama, okay? Hindi siya mabait na tao. Hindi yon, okay? Ang sinasabi niya is, meron talagang kumbaga underlying parang sakit, underlying reason kung bakit nagmi-misbehave. Okay? So, number 1, undue attention. So, linagay ko pa yung mga ito ha, yung mga how do you call that tawag doon? Mga coded message kasi ito din pa yung lumalabas. Okay, so pag nakita nyo yung notice me, involve me usefully, that is usefully, that is undue attention. Yan. Okay, so naghahanap ka ng undue attention. Okay, misguided power. Okay, ito yung kanina. Okay, na ano parang more on authority. Okay, yan. So feeling niya siya yung boss. Okay? So sabi niya, ano yung ano coded message dito? Let me help, give me choices. Okay, 'di ba? Ang bossy. Yan. Okay, revenge. Alam na natin yung revenge, okay? Sa Tagalog is revenge. Uh, ala, ano na yung sa revenge? Di kasi ako Tagalog. Ano yung revenge? Maghimagsik? Hindi naman. Okay? Magganti. Okay, yan. Magganti. Yes, gumanti. Yes. So that is revenge. Yan. So, eto, I am hurting. Sabi niya, so I will hurt you too. Parang ganon. Okay? And assumed inadequacy, 'di ba? Yung lagi nating nababasa, I feel inadequate. Parang kulang ka ba? Yan. Wow, 'di ba? Ano bang ginawa ko? Bakit parang kulang ako? Yan. So assumed inadequacy. So feeling nila hindi wala how do you call that? Feeling ng bata is ano, kulang, okay, yung effort niya. So, bakit pa ako mag-effort? Yun yung feeling ng bata, okay? So, don't give up on me. Show me small steps. Yan yung coded message. Di po makita. Hindi. Hindi po talaga, coded message lang po yan. Hindi po talaga nakikita yan, ano, ma'am, kasi tawag doon, maliit. Okay, so don't worry, ipopost ko na lang po tong ano, tong mga infographics doon, ha? Yan. Okay, sa ating FB, okay? Ipopost ko po yan. Alright? Okay. So, i-follow nyo po yon. Alright? Follow na rin po yung ating YT channel. Please, i-subscribe nyo na lang din po. Okay? Number 11. Which of the following serves as a prerequisite? Ibaba natin nga rin yung video. Okay, taas natin. Ganyan. Which of the following serves as a prerequisite to employment and will ensure that only competent teachers will be granted the privilege to teach in schools? A. College diploma by yan? B. Civil service eligibility? C. Licensure and registration? And D. Master's degree. Which of the following serves as a prerequisite to employment and will ensure that only competent teachers will be granted the privilege to teach in schools? A. College diploma by yan? B. Civil service eligibility? C. Licensure and registration? And D. Master's degree. Okay, so ang hinahanap dyan ay prerequisite sa employment. Okay, yan. Hi, Ma'am Aram. Okay, and that is why tama kayo. Okay, licensure and registration. Okay, kasi ang college diploma, okay, that is prerequisite for examination naman yan. Okay, civil service, alam naman natin, pag gusto mong mag-work sa government, which is hindi na natin kailangan yan pag meron na tayong license. Okay, meron na tayo yung professional teacher's license. Of course, and master's degree, that is for merit na lang po. Good evening, Ma'am Aram. Okay, number 12, in blank, the thinker does not form or use any general rule. Instead, they directly connect one specific event or object to another specific event or object based on superficial similarity, temporal proximity, or personal experience. A. Inductive reasoning. B. Deductive reasoning. C. Transductive reasoning. And D. Analogical reasoning. Okay. Hindi masyado. Ay, sorry. Oh, sorry. Nag-ano. Okay. Yan. Sorry. Yan. Okay. So, habang pinag-iisipan nyo yung sagot nyo, ang meaning ng temporal, pag sinakita nyo yung word na temporal, that is time. Okay, so temporal proximity, ibig sabihin, nangyari yung dalawang event na magkasunod. Okay? Yan. Ayan. A at saka D. Okay, pag-isipan nyo mabuti, guys. Pag-isipan nyo mabuti. Sabi niya, walang general rule. Yan. So, dapat alisin nyo na yung dalawa dyan. Walang general rule. Sabi niya. So, tinuturo ka lang yung ano natin ha, yung pag-spot muna ng clue kasi napaka-importante yon. Yung parang kahit hindi mo alam, pero pwede kang mag-spot ng mga words doon. Okay. Alright. So, sumagot ng A. Okay. Sumagot ng A, wala na po yon. Kasi alam natin, ang inductive reasoning is from specific to general. Yan. Sabi nga niya, walang general. So, alisin na yan. Yung deductive reasoning naman, general to specific. So, gumamit pa rin siya ng general. Yung analogical reasoning naman, ito di ba yung parang parang inihahambing mo yung dalawang magkaibang bagay, okay? For example, sabi niya, paano mo ihalin tulad ang bird sa freedom? Parang ganun. Okay, that is analogical reasoning, alright? And that is why the answer there is transductive reasoning. Okay, final, letter C. May pa-final ba? Okay. So, ano nga ba yung meaning ng transductive reasoning? So, kanina, in-explain ko na yung inductive. Okay. Yan, that is called bottom up. Okay, kasi bottom mataas. Okay, paano, ay bottom mataas. How do you call that? Pag ganon, okay? Yun yung iniisip ko dati, inductive, ganon, alright? And that is why it's called bottom up. Okay, ang lumalabas din po dito sa mga reasoning na to is example, okay? So, kung mahirap nyo pa pong i-analyze, okay, pag nakita nyo yung all, yan, all, pag nakita nyo na yan, ibig sabihin, inductive na po yon, okay? So, for example, sabi niya, kay Socrates yun ang laging lumalabas na example. Pero sabi niya, after seeing 100 white swans, okay, so 100 pa lang yan. So that is specific, di ba? Tapos sabi niya na conclude, all swans are white. So that is generalization already. Okay, ito namang deductive. Yan, ito yung lumalabas. Okay, ang sagot dito ay deductive. So that is top down, okay? Kay Aristotle's Socrates syllogism. Okay, so sabi niya, all humans are mortal. Oh, nakita na naman niyo yung all. Ibig sabihin generalization to. Socrates is human, sabi niya. Okay, so isa lang to, 'di ba? Napaka-specific to. And conclusion, Socrates is mortal. Okay, so that is deductive. All right. And ito namang ano sabi niya? Sabi niya, transductive parang walang connection ang statement. Yes. Okay? So, dalawang specific instances and then walang connection. Okay? So, for example, sabi ng bata, ay, ano, umulan ngayon kasi naligo ako. Di ba? Parang walang connect-connect siya. Okay, yan. Di ba ganun din naman tayo dito sa Pilipinas? Yung pinang-aasar natin, oy, umulan. Okay, naligo ka kasi, parang gano'n. Which is, ang ibig nating sabihin is, hindi ka kasi naliligo. Parang gano'n. Kaya pag naligo, umuulan. Pag naligo ka, umuulan. Alright, so yan. Para tingnan natin talaga kung talagang naiintindihan nyo. Okay, so BQ12. Which of the following statements is an example of transductive reasoning? Okay, yan. Na ano naman tayo, na restrict na naman tayo. Pa-follow po ako. Okay? And if hindi ko nababasa yung comment nyo, that is because nagkaka-visibility restriction. So please, paki-follow na lang po ako. Mag-i-improve naman din to kahit papaano. Okay, A, every time I have seen lightning, thunder follows. Therefore, lightning causes thunder. Okay, B, all cats have fur. This animal has fur. So this animal is a cat. C, I wore my blue socks this morning and then I found a coin on the ground. And D, after studying for 3 tests and passing all of them, I conclude that studying always makes me pass. And good job kayo dyan. Yes, so ito yung walang connect. I wore my blue socks this morning and then I found a coin on the ground. Okay. Palagay po yung bonus number. Thank you. All right. Okay, number 13, salamat po. Lagay niyo po talaga yung number para hindi po tayo ma-restrict. Number 13, which of the following will disqualify? Oh, marami din nagkamali dito. Last time, which of the following will disqualify a teacher to become a member of the board and professional teachers? A Filipino citizen with 10 years of teaching experience. B, a resident of the Philippines for 5 consecutive years. See a naturalized Filipino citizen that has 15 years of continuous teaching experience and be a holder of a master's degree in education. Okay, yan. So, ang hinahanap dyan ay makakapag-disqualify. Yan. Oh, nag-a-appeal na nga lang ako, hindi pa na-approve. Ewan ko sa'yo, bahala ka. Kung ayaw mo sa akin, meron pa namang Zoom, meron pa namang FB. Bahala ka, TikTok. Okay. Okay. Kung sabihin kong ano, okay. Kung sabihin kong, ilagay niyo po yung number please. Kung sabihin kong letter C, ano yung mali doon? Sa tingin niyo lang. Sige. Sa tingin niyo, ano yung mali dun sa letter C? Yan. Mm, hindi. 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 15 years. But good try. Okay, good try. Yes, okay, yes. So sabi niya naturalized yan. So usually kahit nga sa ano, 'di ba? Kahit sa politics, yan yung mga nagra-run. Okay? Pagpataas na president, vice president, senators, okay, yan. Hindi po pwede yung naturalized. Yan. Okay, good job kayo diyan. Okay, so ito, okay, nasa RA 7836. Okay, RA 7836 Article 2. Okay, ano yung mga qualifications pag gusto mong maging BPT member? Okay, so ito, be a citizen and resident of the Philippines. And that is why, okay, tingnan natin ha. And that is why letter A is tama, okay? Letter B is tama, a resident of the Philippines for 5 consecutive years. Kasi kahit hindi nakalagay dito number one na ano na dapat for 5 years, pero ito pa lang, be a citizen and resident. Okay, yan. At saka, that is why mali na din po yung naturalized kasi dapat citizen talaga siya. Okay? Alright. Uh, letter B, okay? At least 35 years old. Okay, yan. Ito naman, letter C, be a holder of the degree of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science in Education. Bachelor of Arts in Education pala to, or Bachelor of Science in Education. So, hindi pala ako pwede doon, char. Yan, kasi unit earner lang ako. And preferably, dapat may master's degree. Okay? Or PhD. Okay, ito naman, be a professional teacher. Dapat, yes, of course, dapat LPT. Okay? At valid na professional license. Okay? Ito naman, dapat may 10 years experience in the elementary and secondary level pala yan, guys. And then, of course, letter F, para maiwasan ang conflict of interest, dapat hindi siya official or member of any faculty. Okay, yan ng schools, yan mga review centers, yung mga ganon. Okay? Pwede po mag-aral ng Bachelor of Arts. Yun talaga parang ano, no? Yun ang nais, ano. Alright, number 14. Kylie scored 74.80. O, ito, maraming nagkamali dito last time. Kylie scored 74.80 from the recent LAT. According to the law, she can be referred to as a para-teacher. Which of the following is not correct about para-teachers? A, they shall be eligible as para-teachers upon issuance by the board of by the board of a 2-year special permit renewable for a non-extendable period of 2 years. B, para-teachers are not required to pass the LET. C, the para-teachers shall be assigned to areas where there is a shortage or absence of a professional teacher. And letter D, these teachers failed to reach the minimum gross weighted average of 75 but have grades below 75. Okay. Okay. Ilagay niyo po yung number, please. Kasi ano, kailangan ko daw gumagalaw-galaw na ganyan. Dati naman ganito yung aking live. Anong problema? Ilagay niyo po yung number. Okay. Okay, and yes, okay, letter B. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Okay, guys, lagi niyong alalahanin yung para teachers, 'di ba? Is sila yung mga hindi pumasa. And that is why hindi talaga sila required to pass the let. Okay. Hi po, ma'am. Dating nanonood sa mga uploaded videos and live Yay! Congratulations, Sir Paul! Yes, congratulations pa LPT Dust and thank you for coming back. Okay, thank you po. Okay. So, mali na yung letter B, okay? Tama po yung letter A, nakalagay po yan, alright? Papakita ko mamaya. And letter C, yes, they are assigned talaga. Kaya nga may para teachers kasi sila yung pupunta doon. Okay, lalo na sa mga far-flung areas. Ito, ang mali naman dito sa these teachers fail to reach the minimum GWA. Di ba yung GWA? Ito yung ano dun sa university, 'di ba? So wala namang kinalaman yung grades mo nung college ka or university ka, when you were in the university doon sa pagiging sa pagiging ano mo para teacher ka or teacher ka. Ang of course ang importante doon is yung rating mo doon sa let. Okay. Kailan po pwede magpatasan ng lapis mo? Yan. Okay. Okay. So, ito yung mga legal basis for para-teachers. Okay? So, ito. So, ito yung RA 7836. A para-teacher is the one who did not pass. Sabi niya, the LET exam. Okay? Pero nagkaroon sila ng special or temporary permit. Ito namang RA 9232. Okay. Ito yung nag-amend doon sa 7836. Diba yan? Ang sinasabi niya is dapat not lower than 5 percentage point. Okay? So, ang passing natin ay 75. So, not lower than 5 percentage point, ibig sabihin hanggang 70. So, 70 to 74.99. Okay, yan. So, pag doon yung ano ka, pwede kang maging para-teacher. Okay? But, pag lower than 70, hindi na siya pwede. Okay. Number 15, which of the following is not true about periodic merit examination for teachers according to RA 7836? A, it is designed to assess continued competence. B, it may be required for career advancement. C, this shall encourage continuing personal growth and development. And letter D, it should be taken every 5 years. Yan. So, not true na naman yan. So, sa actual, okay, please biliwgan nyo na. Pag nakalagay doon, not, except, yung mga ganyan, biliwgan nyo kasi promise, makakalimutan nyo po yun. Dahil sa pagbabasa nyo sa mga options, makakalimutan nyo. So, biliwgan nyo. Okay, okay lang naman na babuyin yung ano eh. Babuyin talaga. Babuyin yung uh, exam paper. Okay? Please indicate the question number. Okay, so not true. Sabi niya, ano yung sagot nyo? Alright? Yes, so the answer there, ang galing nyo. The answer there is letter D. Okay, so kasi alam na natin, ano ba yung periodic merit examination? Of course, yung ABC, yan naman po talaga yung gusto nating mangyari. Kaya nga, we want to opt, for example, for this examination. Ito kasing letter D, it should be taken every 5 years. Pag sinabi mo kasing should, okay, ibig sabihin, how do you call that? Compulsory, okay, which is not, okay? Yung periodic merit examination according to RA 7836, okay, is bahala ka kung gusto mo, okay? And then if gusto mo, you can take it at least once in 5 years. So for example, after 5 years, gusto mo ulit matake kasi kailangan mo yon for CPD, for how do you call that, for career advancement, and you can still take it, okay? Pero sabi ko nga, it is not compulsory. Number 16, if a teacher wishes to enjoy study leave, she will get how many percent of her salary while on study leave? A, 50%, B, 60%, C, 70%, and D, 80%. So again, if a teacher wishes to enjoy study leave, she will get how many percent of her salary while on study leave? A, 50%, B, 60%, C, 70%, and D, 80%. Okay. Yan. So, tsagain nyo po. Okay? Alam ko na nakaka-boring yung mga infographics na ganyan. Pero believe me, nakakatulong po yung mga ganyan. Okay? Para matandaan nyo lalo. Do not rely on mga actual questions lang. Kasi it's either binabaliktad yan or they go forward. Okay? Na-advance ulit nila. Alright? Okay, so the answer there is yes. Okay, so the answer there is 60%. Sige, sige, Sir Ricardo Genese, please help me, alright? Okay, so ito, so leave and retirement. Okay, ang ito nasa Magna Carta for Public School Teachers, okay, RA 41 4670. Okay, so basahin lang natin ng mabilis. Okay, so ito, we are entitled naman talaga, okay, ng study leave. Okay, number two, study leave may last up until 1 school year. Okay, yan. And eligible ka lang doon after 7 years of service. Okay, yan. So, ayan, kailangan mong i-follow yung schedule ng DepEd. Okay, so for the first year, okay, during the study leave mo, makaka-receive ka ng 60% of your monthly salary. Okay? Pero after that, okay, wala ka nang makukuha. Okay? Compensation is given only for the first year of study leave. Okay? And then pag ano na, pag more than 1 year na, okay, you can still be allowed, okay, pero without pay na yon. Okay, yan. Pero ito yung 1 year, pwede kang more than 1 year, okay, mag-additional ka ng isang semester kung ito ay just to finish your thesis. Okay. Number 17, which of the following is the focus of Spartan education? Okay, A, artistic and musical training, B, philosophical reasoning, C, military training, and D, agricultural skills. So again, number 17, which of the following is the focus of Spartan education? A, artistic and musical training, B, philosophical reasoning, C, military training, and D, agricultural training. Ito talaga yung pwede mong matap lahat ng alam mo, okay? So for example, ano ka, cinephile ka, Nax. Cinephile. Ibig sabihin, gusto-gusto mong nanonood ng movie. So, alam mo, napanood mo yung We Are Spartans, 'di ba? So nakikita mo na sila, 'di ba? Mga matikas, mga ganon. Okay, so of course, kung napanood mo 'yon, ang pipiliin mo dito ay letter yes, okay, letter C. It is for military training. Okay, in fact, ang tawag po nila diyan ay agog, okay? Agog or agoge. O yan. Yan. Kung saan yung mga bata, okay, yung mga male youth, okay, will study the art of war. Okay, yan. So, may mga nabasa ako na from 7 to 21 or 7 to 30 years old. Okay, so whatever it is. Okay, yan. Okay, the Spartan Agoge, okay, or Agoge, the rigorous military education program was first instituted by which legendary lawgiver? Okay, so Pericles ba yan or si Lycurgus? Okay, so BQ tayo, alright. So, red ba yan or blue? Okay, nagbigay ng blue na circle. Okay, that's so nice. Okay. So the Spartan Agoga, okay, or Agoge, the rigorous military education program, was first instituted by which legendary lawgiver? Pericles ba yan? Okay, Pericles kaya yan, guys. Or Lycurgus. And of course, the answer there is Lycurgus. Okay, yan. Kasi nakalimutan ko palang alisin yan, okay? So si Pericles, ang lumalabas sa kanya is great orator siya. Okay, siya din yung champion of democracy. And of course, okay, siya yung nag-oversee, okay, dun sa pag-build nung Acropolis, okay, yung nung Athena. Alright, Acropolis. Number 18, a globe is an example of okay, a replica, B, model, C, mock-up, and D, prototype. Again, a globe is an example of or a replica, B, model, C, mock-up, and D, prototype. Okay. So, may nagkamali dito last time. So, tingnan natin kung may magkamali. Okay, yan ang gusto ko. Yung kahit konti tayo pero sumasagot kayo. Okay, yan. Okay, very good. So, last time may mga sumagot ng replika. Okay, but alam na natin, model. Alright. Okay. Alright, so alam naman natin, bakit mali yung replika? Ang replika kasi is exact copy. Okay, ma'am? Same lang po ba sa Gen Ed at Prof Ed na? Yeah, I think so. Yes, yes. Yes, kasi yung may mga study bodies ako na dati nung first na nagre-review ako is nasabi nila na magkapares kasi nag-uusap sila kung ano yung mga lumabas. Okay, yan. Okay, so again, ang replica is exact copy. Okay, yung globe naman hindi naman siya exact copy, 'di ba? And that is why it's model. It's the answer the ang globe doon ay model. Okay, yan. Ang mock-up naman, it's either hoy, wait ha. Wait. Ano yung ating live. Alright. So, ang mock-up naman is, parang ano din, okay? Para din nga, limbawa, yung replica man siya or model, pero gumagalaw usually. Okay? So, for example, sabi niya, a car designer creates a clay mock-up of a new vehicle interior to test ergonomics. Okay? Or yung halimbawa, yung plane. Okay? Yung plane kung paano mag-launch. Yung mga ganon. Okay? So, kumbaga, gumagalaw siya ba para kasi ginagamit yon okay, sa design, yung mga ganun-ganun. That is mock-up. Parang simulation ba siya? Alright, and of course, prototype, alam na natin, first working version. Okay, number 19. Which of the following involves enactive representations according to Brunner? A, symbol-based, B, iconic, C, action-based, and D, language-based. Again, which of the following involves enactive representations according to Brunner? A, symbol-based ba yan? B, iconic, C, action-based, and D, language-based. Okay, so kahit hindi nyo alam yung tatlong ano ni Brunner, tingnan nyo ano ba yung meaning ng enact. 'Di ba? Yan. Enact. Sabi niya. Okay, very good. Yes, perfect kayo. Perfect kayo dyan. So, of course, action-based. Kasi ang enact means you will act out, okay, or perform. Good job. Okay, so explain natin yung three modes ni Jerome Bruner. Okay, yan. So, ito yung inactive. Okay, ano yung simple definition niya? Learning through actions. Okay, so for example, sabi niya, ano yung example niya? Yung nagbibilang yung bata tapos ginagamit niya yung fingers niya. Okay, yan. So, learning through actions, movement, and hands-on experience. Okay, yan. How do you call that? Uh, ano yung kabaliktaran ng ng abstract? Ay, nako. Alright, okay. Alright, and iconic, icon. Yan. Ano ba yung mga icon? Yan yung mga images, diagrams, visuals. Yan. So, nagle-learn yung bata using, or the student, the learner, using visuals. Okay, yan. So, ang example niya, a student understands yung water cycle through a diagram. And symbolic, ano ba yung mga symbols na yan? It's either words, yan, mga abstract thinking, numbers, okay, yung mga yan. For example, sabi niya, pag sa inactive, nagbibilang siya, ginagamit niya yung fingers niya. Ito naman yung yung symbolic. Tinitingnan niya na lang yung number. Okay, for example, nakasulat na 5. Okay, hindi na niya kailangan na maglagay ka ng 5 apples doon, tapos 3 apples. Hindi na kailangan. Okay, you can just use the numbers. Okay, doon sa symbolic. Number 20, which is known, this is known as a girl's psychosexual competition with her mother for the possession of her father. A. Oedipus complex. B. Electra complex. C. Penis envy. And D. Castration anxiety. Yan. Actually, natawa ako dun sa Akala ko yung mga iba dito gawa-gawa lang. Pero hindi pala siya gawa-gawa. Okay. And yes. Alright, so the answer there. Good job kayo, guys. Kokonti tayo pero ang active nyo. Alright, yes, of course, alam na natin, pag babae is Electra complex. Okay, yan. Pag Oedipus complex, yung batang lalaki. Okay, na nakikipag-agawan sa attention ng mother. Okay, yan. Ang Electra complex naman, batang babae na nakikipag-agawan sa attention ng father. Okay, so let's muna to. Alright. So, ano ba yung penis envy? Okay, so ano pala talaga to? Okay, this concept exists talaga. Okay, so ito is, ano, ang sinasabi niya is meron daw sa stage ng pagiging ng batang babae na ano na hindi magseselos. Naiinggit siya kasi wala siya noon. Okay, yan. Hindi ako naniniwala kasi hindi naman ako dumaan diyan. Okay, pero kung dumaan ka diyan, then maybe it's true. All right, castration. Alam naman natin yung castration, 'di ba? Yan. So, ito yung ano, ito yung fear of emasculation. Alam niyo yung emasculation, 'di ba? Yung parang nakakalalaki or mawawalan ka ng pagkalalaki. Okay, so yung castration anxiety is fear of emasculation, literal at saka metaphorical. Okay, yan. So metaphorical, ibig sabihin nakakalalaki, 'di ba? Halimbawa, yung lalaki inagawan ng jowa ng isang lalaki, that is emasculation in a metaphorical way. Tapos yung literal naman is, for example, syempre, madamage yung kanilang genital, that is literal na emasculation. Okay? Yan. Ito, tingnan natin kung tatama kayo dito. Who coined the term Electra complex? Yan. A. Sigmund Freud, B. Carl Jung, C. Alfred Adler, and D. Karen Horney. So again, who coined the term Electra complex? A. Sigmund Freud, B. Carl Jung, C. Alfred Adler, and D. Karen Horney. Okay, tignan ko nga. Bonus! Bonus! Sabi, hindi naman bonus yan. Yan. Okay, magugulat kayo sa sagot na to, sa sagot dito, alright? So, maski ako, to be honest, no, kung hindi ko lang din na-research to, syempre, Sigmund Freud ako, 'di ba? Pero pala, ang sagot dito ay si, ay, nangyari. Alright, it is Carl Jung. Okay, yan. So, yung Oedipus complex, kinoin ni Sigmund Freud. Pero yung Electra complex, kinoin ni Carl Jung. Okay? Ang hindi Chinese si Carl Jung ha. Yan. So, para kasing Chinese ano. Ah, si Sigmund Freud ayaw niya actually, okay, yung term na Electra complex, okay? Kasi parang sa semantics ba 'yon, nasabi ko na, 'di ba? Kasi yung si Electra kasi is ah pin Kill niya. Okay, yan. Naghiganti siya at kill niya yung kanyang nanay. Okay, para mag-revenge. Okay, magipaghiganti niya yung kanyang tatay. So sabi ni Sigmund Freud, hindi yun yung point ng ano, ng complex na to. Okay, we are talking about pakikipag-agawan sa attention, hindi dahil nag-revenge ka. Yun yung point naman ni Sigmund Freud. Alright, okay. So, yan. So, agyamanak, salamat kaayo. Thank you, shukran. Salamat, ida ayu anamin. So, we have YouTube po, okay? So, please subscribe, okay yan. And then, Daily Macboards,